Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Bras Reaper podcast, the best show in Massachusetts. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's Thursday is great. I'm sorry yesterday. I had to leave all of a sudden because I had to go get my son. The little fucker pissed himself. So definitely, I went to go get a haircut. Then I had to go get my car registered. I totally forgot that I needed a registration for my Camaro. So yeah, I was driving without a registration on my Camaro. So yeah. But other than that, everything was fine. Like you noticed, I went to go get a haircut. You know, I needed one bad. It, it was crazy, man. My barber couldn't cut it, so I had to get it in Lawrence. Motherfucker needed a translator, but he did a good job, man. I'll tell you that he did a good job. I'll go back to him, but you let black people cut your hair. It is what it is. I'm so used to black people cutting my hair though. Today we got a great show. One and two. We're gonna finish that other show probably later on tonight. No, it's early, but I got this. I didn't open it yet, but I don't know. I went to bed yesterday. I was tired, man. I was gonna do a show. I was like, yo, I'll wake up at 2 o'clock, do a nightcap. Got the VSOP. Put that up right here. Put the bad boy up right there. Um, but yeah, we got a few shows. Definitely, I do want to watch something on Tariq Nasheed today. And oh my God, I got one announcement. Tomorrow, I have a reaction video, a great reaction video. Fuck, I forgot the guy's name. It was a collab panel. It was pretty dope. I wanna hold on. Oh, okay. But yeah, yeah, just crazy shit that has been going on lately. Um, I do want to finish the thing with the Democrats. Definitely the reason. Actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna change the title. Uh, Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna change the title. Or I'm gonna upgrade the title. So give me a second. All right, let's start it. Let's start that one right now. So what we were talking about yesterday, it was nuts. Me and Kwame was on, but I had to get off ASAP. So the question yesterday was, let me see. Did the FBA give up on the Democrat Party? You know, and Kwame was on here yesterday morning, and we started talking. We started talking about it and stuff like that. If you noticed, it was like people going off and on. Figuring out what was the whole situation. I said yes, and I had to explain to him, because what our buddy Kwame, that's everybody's friend on this podcast. Um, Kwame, and I notice he goes from the very little things to the very big things. I go to the very big things to the very small things. Because the big things is what's really affecting everything, but the little things can turn into the big things. So I'd rather get rid of the big things and handle the small things after. Um, he was trying to explain with the U.S. laws, Black Americans and African Americans consider themselves to be a black descent, and I was explaining to him that African Americans can be white. I said, look at Elon Musk's kids. They're pure white, you can see, but they're from a South African descent. You know, he was giving out the laws and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. It's what it is if you bring an African zebra to Canada, is it still an African zebra? There you go. Still an African zebra. You know? It's still an African zebra. So that's why I said, like, yeah, it's weird. It was a weird situation. Have I given up on a lot of people, and the reason why I say I given up on a lot of people is because the Democrats been screwing us over for years. The Republicans really haven't had a chance, even though Ronald Reagan put crack into South Central. You know, hold on. And it's crazy. You can just tell that, Democrats, they undermine black Americans. They always have undermined black Americans. Um, I think they have downgraded. I think they can't connect with time, and I think it's their time to go, and they need to start a new party. All this, liberation and having the LGBTQIA, the Asian hate laws, the Jewish hate laws, all these laws and stuff, and excluding black Americans out of it and say, oh yeah, they're gonna vote for us. I feel like they have taken advantage of black Americans for years, and I think it needs to stop. We have been seeing it happen over and over and over, and in this era, people are tired of it. Especially the younger class of people, the Gen Zs, the black Gen Zs, the motherfuckers who's wilding out, or even the people who are everyday citizens. They're wilding out, saying like, "Yo, these people ain't doing shit for us." Like my grandmother feels safe with, like, yo. I was talking to my grandmother one day about the Democrats, and I told my grandmother, "You feel safe with the Democrats because you've been voting for them for 80 years, but they haven't done anything for us for 80 years. And I'm talking about specifically for us. They did stuff specifically for other people, but when it came to us, we was always put on the back burner." I was like, "Grams, you should be sick and tired of that. You should be very sick and tired of that." And my grandmother just sat there and thought, So I was like, I guess, and where's this? My grandmother sat and thought about it. She's like, "Damn, you are." I know she's like, "Damn, he does got a point there." Like, yo, we did all of this for the Democrats, and they didn't give a shit. So like I said, it is what it is. But if I vote, I probably wouldn't vote Democrat. I'm just being personally honest because they don't do shit for black Americans at all. Um, One second. Also, too, if you can help. Oh, no, I'll tell you later. Because there's some stuff I have to do right now, so it's all right. You know, but yeah. But we got to be personally honest now. Foundational black. Yeah, we got to personally be honest with ourselves now and saying, like, yo, what are the Democrats doing for us? You know, they're not really doing anything for us. And like people are figuring stuff out the hard way. Like the hard way. And like you don't want to figure out stuff the hard way and people already been through this. Hold on. You know, and as I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. We warned them for years. We have, and I'll explain. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. What happened on Wednesday morning with my coworker? He got mad at Donald Trump for Elon for passing that new law. I said, well, Elon Musk has. What's going on, Randall? How's the morning? Salute, salute. You know, I'm explaining because I had to leave early yesterday, so yeah, I had to go do something for my kid. So I'm just gonna finish up what we were saying yesterday, and also jump into something else new. So that's what we doing today. Um, yeah, right now I'm just fixing some stuff up. But let me ask you something, Randall. What you think about the Democrats, the Democrat Party? I never asked y'all that. I'm sorry. Yeah, what you think about it? You know, you know, cause like you know me, I don't have an immigrant background. Oh man, wait till y'all see my outfit for the Juneteenth. So I'll tell you what I got. I got these. Love the kids. Most don't care about. Yeah, I was thinking this. I was saying the same thing. I was saying that Black Americans have been voting Democrat ever since the '60s, and has gotten nothing from it. We already know the Republicans ain't gonna give a shit, but but what we doing right now, forcing their hand to do something, it's hard because the thing about you got to look at it. The Democrats and the Republicans parties, they're not getting along right now. We was the only one basically like holding the peace. Like a lot of people couldn't tap in without Black Americans' influence. Like yes, it's an American influence. The both teams on the same side. Yep. Different wings, same bird. That's what they call it. Yeah, different wings, same bird. Yeah, man. It's just like, yo, oh no, let me not put Black Lives like that. You know, that's a wild title. No, you didn't. I did two titles. So the title that we didn't finish yesterday was "What's Going On, Kwame? How's the morning?" So the title is for what we were talking about yesterday when you just started talking about U.S. laws. Yeah, Kwame now he talks about U.S. laws out of all times. And you put titty, or is that an I? Oh, tittle. You mean title? Title. Oh yeah, you probably getting your freak on with a snow bunny right now, Kwame. Yeah, if y'all don't know, Kwame's the I know nobody's not on, but people do watch the show after. Kwame is the Pan African bunny slayer. That man loves some bunnies. Do you check out what I wrote? Oh yeah. Remember we put it on the show yesterday. Did you send me something else? If you sent me something else, it was very busy yesterday. I'll check it right now. Um Yeah, Kwame, you sent some wild shit yesterday, man. Hold on. Yeah, cause I got like a few emails. Hold on. That's why I sent y'all that email. Because if you sent me something new, I'm sorry I didn't get to it. It's just very busy. I had to go get a haircut. I had to go get a registration. I totally forgot to pay my registration yesterday, Kwame. I was driving without a registration. Who's this? Hold on one second. Um, mhm. Nah, that's not for me. Oh, you sent me something else? Oh, damn, you sent me a lot. Mm, give me a second, Kwame. Who are these people? Oh, are these the? Is this the stuff that you saying the? Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. I had to. Kwame already started. Oh shit. Let me see what y'all saying. Let's see. Haircut. Oh, the influence of Africa. Nobody, Kwame, ain't nobody influenced by Africa, my man. I'm just being personally honest. The influence. Put this something. If Africa ever influenced anybody, it's probably because Black Americans contribute something to it. It's always when like Black Americans is contributing something. Absolutely. Bob Marley. He was the reason why he was so big it was because of Black Americans. He was dressing like the tops and the Commodores and the stylistics in the beginning. Yes. Bob Marley's in the Wailers, they used to dress up like each other. They were looking like the Jackson 5. Yeah. They were just influenced, man. Like Black America, you gotta understand. Black Americans is the most influential people of ever since the Hebrews. I'm just being personally honest. Ever since the Hebrews, I'm just talking about biblically. The Hebrews are very influential. The original Hebrews, if we want to do that. They influence how many cultures and race. You know, it don't even have to be Christianity or Judaism. It could be Hebrew, Kemet, what else? Even the Quran, if you really want to go deep, you know, it'd be like that. Color, my skin color on kill channel. Oh man, I'm still looking for that kill video, yo. I'm gonna put. Hold on. Your history don't exceed 400 after Africa. No, Africa been around longer than that, Kwame. Africans, the race of black peoples, they've been on the earth for over like 400,000 or 500,000 years, Kwame. You know that, right? I'm just saying, Kwame. Well, we'll talk about that after. But black Americans been on the earth more than 90,000 years, Kwame. You know that, right? Yeah. You can look that shit up yourself. You think we only been on the world only 90,000 years? No, we've been on this earth a little bit longer than that, Kwame. Times that probably by like 6 or 7. I don't know the real amount, but I know more than like 90,000 years. We could only figure out that we've been on this earth this amount of time, but you got to look at it as this time. All the creations that the original people created, the science, the things that they found, and you got to understand, like, yeah, they've been on this longer. So you should look into that. Let me see what he said. Civilization in Africa ten, exceeded 10. But you got to look at it also too, Kwame. Oh yeah, you don't want to go to Africa too, Kwame. Don't go to. I'm pleading to you now, man. Don't go to Africa. Don't go to Ghana. Don't go to Ghana, Kwame. I'm just being personally honest. Stay in America with us. Nah, the Bible been out longer than that, Kwame. Were you high, man? You're Kwame, 10,000 years? Randall, the Bible been out longer than that too. 10,000, Kwame. The Bible been around since. Mm, I gotta think now. Damn, y'all got me thinking this morning. Jesus Christ. Uh, before the will. Got it. Like yo, let me give you. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some game today. You know the thing about the Garden of Eden? Adam and Eve wasn't really the first people. They were just the first people documented. Oh no, it's just the world. You'd be surprised. Like yo, the thing about it, I went down that rabbit hole with the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. Yo, the thing about that shit, you don't look at it as a religion and what is right and wrong. You look at it how fascinating it is. And that's how I usually look at things. I never really looked at things as like, oh, yo, is it right, is it wrong? I just look at it as a fascinating thing. Once you start looking at it that way, and what you can discover, that's when the shit becomes more fun and more exciting to read. Like Kwame's a Pan African, so only thing he's gonna focus on is Pan Africanism. That's so dope about Kwame. Kwame is probably a more fluid and Pan African than I am, cause I have went down that hole, but I didn't stay in that hole with the Pan Africanism. I accepted it as what it was, So you know, it was basically trying to put the black diaspora back together, but when nobody's not for the black diaspora, it doesn't make sense. I'll be back about in 2 minutes. All right, yeah. We'll still be on here. Definitely, man. Yeah, you don't want the dog to piss in the house, man. That's the last thing, man. Thank God you don't got a cat. Cat piss in the house, that shit's staying in there. Give me a second, everyone. But yeah, yo, Kwame, let me ask you a question about the Democrats, because I know you don't do the Democrats or the Republicans. What if you had to choose a party? Which party would you choose? You know, the reason why I'm asking that question is because Black Americans have been voting Democrat for the past ever since that '60s. You know, and it hasn't worked for us. We can see that it hasn't worked. So just because you come from a Caribbean background, which person, what party would you go for if you had to? You know? The reason, yeah, those questions right there that I'm asking is it's because, hold on. The reason why I say that is just Democrats has never been great to black people. They only came in our cities when it was voting season. They have never really put out laws for us. They have never really done a little bit of anything for us. You know, honestly speaking, I hate Democrats, the LGBT, but the way the Republicans is trying to push America to pre-Civil War America, I gotta. FYI, there will never be another Civil War. The reason why our military is the strongest military ever. Like when it comes to computerized and all that other crazy shit, I will always say that it will never be a civil war like in Africa. Africa don't got the equipment to stop, to have people in place. Like look at the January. Hey, what's going on, Shabaka? The Bible taken from Africa brought back the African and the European form. The Abrahamic religions are African people worldwide. Islam and Christianity brainwash. We Africans first. Ah, look at Shabaka coming in hard. What's going on, Shabaka? How's your day, man? How's Harlem? How's Harlem? Harlem's hot. I like Harlem. But yeah, after this show, I'm gonna go buy some sneakers and stuff. So y'all make me want to. I gotta buy some sneakers for my for Juneteenth. I gotta have the black, red, and gold out here. Y'all niggas is coming with them Pan African colors. Hey yo, you wanna hear something crazy? Yo, I was in Lawrence yesterday. I was on, I think, the north side of Lawrence. Tell me why they're promoting Juneteenth. And it's all like Spanish folks up here. That shit is crazy. They better have some barbecue chicken, candy yams, cabbage, mashed potatoes, some rice and beans, some rice and peas. Oh my God, yo, I'm going to Boston tomorrow too. Yo, I'm going to get me some Jamaican food. Kwame, tomorrow I'm going to get some Jamaican food from in Roxbury. Yeah, getting some Jamaican food. I'm gonna be lit, nigga. Hell yeah, yo. I think I'm gonna go to Flames when Trump and Republicans say MAGA. They want. Nah, that's a scare tactic. Them niggas don't really want to fuck with it. Yo, and I'm gonna say this: a lot of white people turn on Trump. Yeah, white people are turning on Trump. Because I always think he's a chump in the front anyway. So he's not really the one pulling the strings. There's some shit he just did out of context. I mean, just on some bullshit. Just do his thing, his 1-2. But other than that, like, I don't think personally, and this is just me, I don't think personally he's hurting black Americans. The only reason person that the Civil War will go against, it will be going against the government. White people, these poor white trash in the government. Black motherfuckers don't care. We're fine. People gotta understand, black America is fine. There's no laws that has been passed towards us or for us. I mean, to hurt us. We chilling over here. We just Heritage Foundation. Okay. Project 20. You still believing in that bullshit? Yeah, they are. What's going on, Nick Machiavelli? How they hurting us? I want to know, man. We just talking about the Democrat and what is it, Democrat Party and stuff. Yeah, military. It's the white. Yeah. We just fight and die. Virginia, Juneteenth can be celebrated by anyone who supports African liberation. We are Africans, not. Kwame's being Kwame, still broke, still cool. Let the swings begin. Oh shit! How does FBA don't know anything? Anything takes it goes. I still smell like foo-foo. Broke his wagging his finger at NBA. Good load. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Shots is fire. That was a no 2 too. This niggas is using Desert Eagles out here. Oh shit. Want to be quiet again? Shit. Yo, you might be Kwame's arch rival right there. Yo, want me to say something so I can roast you. Yo, Kwame, he might be your arch nemesis, man. Yo, Dick Machiavelli. Yo, my man, yo. Oh shit. Oh my god. Kwame, did you 3-bid or did you research it? Yo, Kwame, did you do the genetic research yet? This is the dude that won't take my man for 10,000. Ooh, Kwame's out here talking about money. Dig, okay, Kwame. 3K, I told you. Let's bet. Do the 3K. Let's have a friendly bet of 3K. Go on, Kwame. Yo, I bet you some of your shit will say Irish. Yo, Kwame, I think some of your shit will say Irish. Spend the money. No, spend the money. Yo, Kwame, you gonna spend the money? You gonna spend the money, Kwame? Come on, man. We want to see what you are. Hey, yo, Kwame, how about this? I told you my results last time. Kwame, how about this? You do the research genetics. You, Machiavelli, do a video collab. I will host it. And we'll see your results and we'll see Machiavelli's results. Oh, okay. Oh, come on, you want to do it? I'll host it. I will host it. Let's spend it, Kwame. Let's spend it. Come on, man. How about this, Kwame? This is gonna be better than money. You could prove. If you're right, Kwame, I'm telling you, if you're right, you could prove Nick Machiavelli that he don't know what you could prove he and I don't know what we were talking about. And you could always have like, yo, Orochi. Remember? Then I have to bring out some research. I gotta do more research. The FBA bullshit is dead. No small groups of people can liberate Africa. We don't want to liberate Africa, man. Come on. Africa, yo, is a shit show right now. Y'all can't even get along with each other. The fuck? Get on the right idea. History. Capitalism is dying. Shabak is 90%. Africa is 100%. Irish. Slave masters. I'm African. Ooh, okay. So, actually, we could do a battle royal? Shabaka, how about you do the research too? We'll have you on the show too. I'll definitely get this shit fixed. If you can do it, Kwame, if you could do it, Shabaka, and Nick, you could probably get one more person. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be a battle royal. I live in $1 million house, broke boy. Ooh. $1 million house? Hold up, Kwame. You live in Queens, though. Queens is... Hold on, let me look. I'll look it up later. I live in $1 million house with a backyard in New York. Pro FBA Yankee. So are you a Mets fan? Are you a Mets fan, Kwame? Ooh. Nick Machiavelli say, yo, he'll embarrass you. Kwame, I think you got some white in you, man. I don't know, man. We got to see them genetics, man. He said, I know your house smell like ass cheeks. Jesus Christ. Yo, y'all nuts. Y'all wilding out here. Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's see what you said. You live in a basement. Oh shit. Google the price of a two-family house in Redale. Redale $1 million plus every. Damn. Okay. This, he said you live in a basement. This broke boy in the 30K house in the south. Damn. It's like 500 tethers in that house. Oh shit. They all spend back. Yo, y'all wildin' out today. Y'all wildin' out. This went from this went from talking about Democrats to talking about who got the biggest house. Y'all were ballers. Okay, ballers. Yo, y'all ballers out here, man. Hold on one sec. Y'all keep on doing y'all thing. I gotta do one thing real fast. Give me 1 second. Y'all can still wild out. I'll read it after. Dear. All right, I'm back. I'm back, everyone. So it sound like a white man when he. Oh, okay. Let me start from the top because y'all wilding out. Where you live at? Can you Google? Tell me what. Tell me want to talk to me. This brokey. Or tell me his zip code. Be quiet. LOL. Call me sounds like a white man. Yeah, I know my history and culture. Me and over 15 members of my family are going to go. Yo, y'all about to get robbed in Ghana. Y'all, why y'all going to the poor parts of Africa, my nigga? Yo, why don't y'all go to the nice parts of Africa? Yo, you supposed to be an African king. Why y'all living in the mud huts? Shabaka, don't do that shit to yourself, my man. Yeah, man. He said my 15. Yo, I bet you the other 15 say, yo, these niggas has lost their mind thinking they going to Africa. Shabaka, you're wilding out here, man. Shabaka's bro. Shabaka, I'm Egyptian. 2,500 years BC. He won't tell us his zip code. Oh, Kwame's wilding right now. Dear Kwame, land I'm put. Hello, boy. Yo, y'all wildin' out. You ain't from nowhere. You just did it right. Yeah, Kwame, you're Jamaican. I could tell you're Jamaican, my man. You calling people Yankees out here? What? Your ancestors signed contracts to pick up white man. Damn. Yo, Shabaka, don't move to Africa, man. You're wildin', man. Cause yo, when we get successful out here, man, yo, you gonna get kidnapped, and I'm gonna have to go get you out of fucking from from Ghana. I might have to call Michael Blackson to get you out, man. I might have to call Michael Blackson to get you out of trouble, bro. So, Michael Blackson is from Ghana. And he don't want to go to Ghana. You crazy? This is goofy before the in the Bible. I know he's a broke Hebrew Israelite. Damn, why you talking about my Israelite brothers, man? Jesus Christ. He said, for like, oh, okay, we doing big things. All right. Let's get started, everyone. Let's get started. Yo, y'all be wilding out. He said, yo, you're going to have to call Akon. Oh, shit. Let's compare bloodline. Ooh, Kwame. That would be actually a good show. I bet I got that dog. You got that pussy. And you, oh, come on, Kwame. You can do it. Kwame, I want to see what because Hebrew Israelites are broken. No, they not. I got Vikings too. Tribe of dead. Yo, y'all wilding right now. Oh shit. Why do majority like so? Oh, this is gonna be a good one right here. We're gonna watch this one first. Why are black people exited the Democrat Party? Is that Brian Donalds? I don't care about his punk ass. Yo, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hold on, let's see what you. Damn, y'all wilding right now. The world was black before anyone else came here. Facts. See, Randall said it. That's why, yo, when you go around the world, you have people that look like us, or you have like a certain set of people that live a certain place in like Europe, Asia, South America, North America. Yeah. Iceland, Greenland, yeah, you got all those people. We are literally built different. Yeah, ooh, shit, saying we cousins. He said tribe of dead in Greek. Damn, y'all wildin'. Give me a second. Like, we're gonna watch that next. Mm, let's see. Damn, black Japanese, black Irish, yup. Australians were originally black also. We are literally built different. Ooh, damn. Y'all wildin' out there. Kwame, you might have to say something. Why do black people vote? All right, let's start with a video. Y'all want to start with a video? Trump said all his friends go to Africa and come back rich. Learn about Pan Africanism before you speak. Crackhead studies is where you at. The Hebrews are African, whether they know or not. Oh, Shabaka speaking that Hebrew Israelites. Shabaka, did you debate Captain Tazariot? I think I know who you are now, Shabaka. Did you debate Captain Tazariot from was it ISUPK? Ain't that Greek mythology that you're talking about, Kwame? Hey yo, Shabaka, I think I see one of your debates. I think. Yeah, I think. Don't quote me, but I think I see one of your. If we're talking about the same person,
You actually probably have to go back over a century to begin telling the story, right? African Americans start out when they become essentially enfranchised. They do so because of the Civil War and Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, and therefore African Americans sort of by default become Republicans because that is the party of emancipation. The Republican Party, while it's in favor of emancipation, is not really.
This is where, and I'm sorry to stop it. This is the part where you get the Republicans saying, "Oh yeah, you know what? See, we got y'all out of slavery and shit like that." Technically, it wasn't this modern day Republicans. It was this modern day Democrats. It's just there was like a party switch. It was weird. I don't know how to explain
a natural place to put African Americans, especially as the Republican Party goes through the late 1800s and early 1900s and goes through some sort of realignments inside itself and turns away from a possible progressive move with Theodore Roosevelt and becomes increasingly in the early 20th century more the party of white-collar business interest, upper-class interest. But now you get African Americans moving into the North where they can vote. And they begin to find the appeal of Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal very attractive. They begin increasingly to identify with the Democratic Party. Doesn't happen overnight, right? Partisan attachments take a while to erode during the late 30s and early 40s and late 40s to turn from a party that had been held hostage to states' rights in the South to one that was willing to embrace civil rights. You see that in the behavior of Harry S. Truman, right, who's going to integrate the armed services by executive order after World War II. You see that in the 1948 Democratic Convention. Then Senator Hubert Humphrey from Minnesota gets up and says, it's time for us to walk out of the shadow of states' rights into the bright sunshine of civil rights. At the same time, the Republican Party is struggling with its history of emancipation and civil rights. You get someone like Dwight Eisenhower, who says that integration, desegregation should go slow. That sort of personifies some of this movement of the Republican Party away from its traditional belief in civil rights and extending rights to African Americans. Especially by the mid-1960s, you get Lyndon Johnson, who's going to take the lead on the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Voting Rights Act of 1965. And by that point, the ship is cooked, right? The Republican Party opposes it. Its standard bearer, Barry Goldwater, opposes it in 1964. He calls it a piece of communistic legislation. At that point, I think the door closes, right? At that point,
you do comedic
are Democrats.
We help individuals and organizations.
What's going on, Afro Troop? Afro Troop TV, my fault. Like number 4, ain't no such thing as an African American. Oh, shout out to Afro Troop. I believe that too, player. I was explaining to Kwame yesterday that anybody could be African American. I say Elon Musk's kids is African American because of their fathers from South Africa. So that makes his kids African American because they were born in America. And their mother's American. Some of their mothers. He has like 12 baby mothers. Yeah. You know, he's a weirdo fucker, you know. But I was telling Kwame that he was like, oh yeah, he's trying to make like African American just be black. But technically, if you have kids, if your father's from Africa, look at what's her name? I'm going to give you a good example. Doja Cat. Doja Cat is technically African American. Her father's from South Africa, and her mother's white American. That's an African American. Afro-American Unity was a Pan-African organization from... Could be. I don't know nothing about that Afro-American unity. But damn, Kwame, you pulling up shit from years ago, and like at the end of the day, it makes it look even worse because, hold me say, earliest known African Americans. Like it makes it look worse, Kwame, because at the end of the day, Africans had this whole chance of like coming together, and they chose to turn on us, you know, of all. rights of all the civil rights movements turns into the human rights movement. Elon Musk, like Trump, are settlers, colonists, colonialists. Yeah, I can believe that. Shabaka. Um, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna add on more. The Black Lives Movement turned into the LGBTQIA movement. I think they took advantage of George Floyd's family, and say, "Yo, it's about Black Lives Matter." Then shit turned into Trans Lives Matter. Then all these motherfuckers started popping out that was supposed to be activists and movement from different movements, and they turned it into a fucking a PK Bonham circus, the three ring circus. And I think this is why I always say, this is why I put the second title up, because me and Kwame was talking about this yesterday before I had to leave. I said the Democrats took Black Americans for granted. The devil punch happens right after the Civil War, I believe. I'm gonna look that up, and we might even do a show with that, Rando. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We might actually do that show. Hold on, let me write that shit down. Yeah. Give me a second. The devil punch roll. And it's like, yeah, I believe the Democrats has turned on us. They're for everyone else except us. Therefore, people coming to this country undocumented, without no documents, not knowing if these people are murderers or killers or, child molesters or anything. And putting people who come here legally in danger. Then it looks bad on them. After they went through the process of coming to this country, after they did everything right and got a job and try to adapt to the culture, coming from their culture, here comes these barbarians coming over to these other countries. I'm gonna say this. If I was an immigrant, I would say that. I was like, well, these people came over the country just how America took this country. We can actually say that. We could actually say some shit like that. But still to this day, it's still not right, because at the end of the day, this is a corporation now. This country's a corporation. The European settlers are the killers and the invaders. Black Lives Matter was not controlled by blacks. Black Lives Matter was co-opted. Yeah. And stolen. Africans didn't control. Black Lives Matter. Trump. Yes. They all come from immigrant backgrounds. But as natives, come on in. What you think Thanksgiving was about? Thanks for giving you this land. Thanks for giving me this land. Thanksgiving, it was about Indian genocide. Red Native Indian genocide. Some fought, but most of them didn't fight like that. Because you got to understand, the black natives, that was the fighting class. Those were the warrior class. That's why when they died, that's why when you ever heard of the story about certain people, certain black people, that they wouldn't eat so they won't be strong, so they put these utensils up to their mouths and force feed them to eat? Those were native warriors. Those wasn't Africans. We see how Africa turned out. They didn't even need chains or shackles to enslave these people in Africa, to colonize their country. If you really want to get typical about it, they didn't need none of that shit. But with us, we were the warrior class. We were the warrior. We were the type of warriors that, if you come out of place, yes, we will use guerrilla warfare. That's why to this day you have these type of people that run around with guns, and we have these black militants out here. Those people aren't fucking Pan Africans. Some are, but most of them are not. Yeah, those Southerners, no. Those Southerners get busy. Africans free their self in Jamaica. No, they didn't. Y'all signed the deal. That's why Haiti's a piece of shit now, because the deal was over in, I think, 1946. So that's where your independence was 1946. Y'all was freed from their harsh brutality in 1802, yes. But the harsh reality of the resources and your country being poor and stuff, no, y'all wasn't free from that. You know, we were killing people, right? In those times, Kwame, they stole the land and killed the true natives. Disease and gun killed the natives. There's no black Indians. I can give you more than that. Creek, Seminoles, Navajo, the Chewak, I just gave you 4, but I thought I could give you 5. I can't think of the last one, but I gave you 4. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, those were black natives. Shabaka. Yeah. Plus some of my family is from Alaska, so yeah. None of those your ancestors signed contracts. I'm not from Jamaica or Haiti. No. We wouldn't sign shaky contracts like that. First of all, y'all couldn't even read back in those days. That's why Haitian people speak Haitian Creole. It's technically French Creole. That's why when there was this guy, he blocked me on TikTok. He was talking about, oh yeah, we're not black, we're Creole. No, Creole's just mix. It's like a mixed language. That's all it is. Doesn't mean that you're, because you got Cape Verdean Creole. It's just mixed with Portuguese. Haitian Creole is just mixed with French. Geechee. That's a form of Creole. Yeah. Like the whole South where everybody is. Yeah, Afro Troop TV. Yeah, he's an everyday person that actually don't go on the show. He be speaking out, man. He be trying to tell his truth, but he just don't believe it. He's a Pan-Africanist, so this is how Pan-Africanist people think. So I told him all the time, I was like, yo, one of my great-great-grandmothers, they were from Alaska. And he looks at me, no, what? How's that possible? I was like, no, they were from Alaska. But they were deep down in Atlanta. I mean, deep down in Georgia. My family ain't from Atlanta. They're from Augusta, St. Clair's, Savannah. That's on my daddy's side. But on my mama's side is Tuscaloosa and Selma. So, yeah. No, it's just the Pan-African in you, Kwame. That's all. It's all right. Yes. See what they have ugly ass women. Sorry. Yeah, man. Shabaka's wildin', man. Nah, those. I gave you 3 names. What you talking about? Yeah, ancestors every day, everything but African. No, we're African. We got DNA of African. Yes, I've been told you that. No, we're not Jewish. Those people who call themselves Jews or who's in Israel, those are like Polish, Germans, Austrian. Yeah. Like, yo, you want to hear something crazy? I'm gonna tell y'all a show that I did. There was a show that I did that had a whole bunch of white supremacists on there. Or was it you, Kwame? And I told them the person who was an influencer that Adolf Hitler was Jewish, was an Austrian Jew. The whole fucking shit went nuclear on me. Like, I thought I was fucking Japanese back in them days. And these motherfuckers call me everything. You monkey. Don't ever disrespect our Lord and Savior. They talking about Adolf Hitler. Fuck you, you nigger, and all of this. You're a cunt. All of this. And I told him Adolf Hitler's mother was an Austrian Jew. But in your Judean culture, if the mother's a Jew, is Jewish, that means he's a Jew. They don't go by their father in Judaism. They go by the mother. Hebrews go by the father because it's in the Bible. You are what your father is. So your mama could be Asian, but your daddy's black. That means you're black. That's why the Hebrew Israelites don't consider Bob Marley black. He's considered white because his father was a British militant. I already named it. I already gave you the name Shabaka. I gave you 4. Yeah, see, Judaism is a religion. They go by the lineage of their mother, not the father. Judaism does that. And I had to explain to him his mother was Jewish. They didn't like that shit. Oh yeah, I sound just like it. Randall's going crazy. God bless the Jews with all the money in Jerusalem. I don't think they call it Jerusalem. I think they call it Israel. They named the whole thing after the tribe, and it was Jerusalem, you know? They couldn't use the original name. I don't know why, but they already got Jewish people already got reparations. Yeah. Dude, every year America gives them like 18 to like $30 billion a year. It used to be the English. Why you think Donald Trump is trying to cut that shit? He's like, yo, we're not going to keep on giving you money every day. You're doing all this shit with the money and the fucking military weapons that we give you. He said, we're about to cut all that shit. That's why he's about to cut Ukraine. Ukraine's technically a Jewish country. Yeah. Yeah. Like, yo, you didn't see what Vladimir Putin did? He brought out original, like, Hebrew people artifacts, and they were all black people. Yeah. Yeah, they stole that land. That used to be all Palestine. In the 1940s and down, that used to be Palestine. It used to be called just Palestine. North Palestine and South Palestine. Palestine was so nice to give them a part of their land. Say, oh, yeah, you can have 20% of the land. They took like 70 to 50% of that land. Talk about, oh, yeah, this is our land anyways. Yeah. Those people are ill, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I just turned off my oh, it just came back on. No, you didn't give me 3 tribes. Name 3 chiefs. 3 chiefs? I don't know 3 chiefs off the top of my head. I gave you 3 tribes. Oh, you talk about chiefs? I gave you tribes. My fault. I don't know 3 chiefs, my friend. I would have to look that up. I know John Horse. I can only give you John Horse right now. Yahweh believes the Bible was for the land of Israel. Yeah, he's talking about the land for... You're talking, Kwame? Yahweh, he's talking, when you say that, he's talking about blacks, natives, West Indian people. So you be considered under blacks, natives, and Latinos. Because we used to live all amongst each other, but we used to live in tribes. So if I go to your tribe, I will have to follow your law of your land. You know, no, I think Shabaka is Hebrew Israelite. Because America separated the tribes, Shabaka. You know. But I get what you mean. I can't name them on the top of my head. So we're gonna watch this video. It's like 12 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 4 minutes.
What did Barack Obama do for Chicago? Nothing. There ain't nothing improving in the minority community.
They don't seem to have a care of actually lifting minorities or anyone out of poverty.
Joining me now is Brandon Straka. He is the founder of the Walkaway Movement. Brandon, thank you so much.
What did Barack Obama do for Chicago? Nothing. There ain't nothing improving in the minority community.
They don't seem to have a care of actually lifting minorities or anyone out of poverty.
Joining me now is Brandon Straka. He is the founder of the Walkaway Movement. Brandon, thank you so much for being here. Brandon, I wanted to talk about your new film. It's a documonial. So tell us about that.
Well done on the pronunciation, by the way. I know it's a mouthful for a lot. It's a new term we just invented. We've coined the phrase documonial. And so what this means, for that people might be asking, it's a testimonial documentary. There's a gentleman in the Walkaway campaign. His name is Mike Boss. He's a Hollywood filmmaker, and he's very passionate about the campaign. And he came to me and he said, look, I've created something. I would love for you to take a look at it. And I watched it and it blew my mind. What he's done essentially is taken the testimonials, Walkaway testimonials of 20 Black Americans and created a 35-minute short film, which really tells the story, I say, of Black America by Black America. It's them telling their own story and their own voices. And he's created a running narrative that has been broken into chapters, which deals with the KKK, the true history of the KKK, the history of the Democratic Party and indoctrination, Obama, Trump, immigration, faith and religion, and how these things play into the way that people behave and the way that they vote. It's a really brilliant short film that we're calling The Great Awakening, Breaking the Chains of the Democratic Party. And this is something people can watch for free on YouTube. We have it on numerous social media platforms, but if people go to youtube.com/US Minority, they can find The Great Awakening, Breaking the Chains of the Democratic Party. And we're getting incredible feedback on this first documonial film that we've put out.
I tried every type of ED medication, Viagra or sildenafil, and Cialis or tadalafil. I know this works for some people, but I did not get reliable results. 4 out of 10. Now, I was excited by the combination of ingredients these two had. This one combined sildenafil and tadalafil, and this one added vardenafil to the mix, but they both had the same problem. While they got things going down there was nothing going on up here. So while physically my guy looked ready, mentally, I still wasn't into it. 6 out of 10. Lastly, I tried Rouget. Spoiler, it worked. Like the other guys, Rouget uses sildenafil and tadalafil, but the real game changer is the apomorphine. See, while the sildenafil and tadalafil were working on me downstairs, apomorphine works on the brain to light that fire in me. It brought the passion back, and more than once, I was able to go again in minutes. Now, my wife couldn't believe how well it worked. It's incredible, especially for someone who's been struggling for ED for 2 years. So, this stuff is unlike anything else. You can get custom doses from one of their board-certified doctors. It works on both the body and the brain, and it actually tastes pretty good. 9 out of 10. So, with all the possible solutions, I definitely recommend Rouget today.
Get help where you need it most. Microsoft 365 Copilot, your AI assistant at work, is now 15% off for eligible nonprofits. Get started by clicking the link or visiting us at microsoft.com/nonprofits.
Yeah, I watched some of it, and you're hearing people kind of walk us through how they were Democrats before, that, you know, their families told them to vote Democrat, so they just kind of followed the orders. And they were expected to vote a certain way. Then they started realizing that Democrats weren't really actually helping their communities or helping their lives. They weren't improving the lives in general. And so then they talk about how they realized that just in this last election, that Trump really isn't the bad guy that the liberal media tries to, you know, pretend that he is. And so they actually started listening to the president himself, and then they started to make decisions on their own.
Right. And I don't think that if we had a different president today, even a different Republican president today than the one that we have, I don't think that we'd be seeing what's happening, this awakening that's happening. I think it took someone and something as extreme as Donald Trump getting elected president for the light bulb to go on for so many people, including myself, frankly. I mean, and if you look at minorities in America, whether it be black people, brown people, LGBT people, or even women, there are reasons why people feel like by default they need to vote Democrat, or they need to kind of go along with this liberal ideology. And I think it's different for each community. But if you look at, say, Hispanic people or black people, when you watch this movie, you'll see much of it for these.
So what does that mean? John, what year was John Horst born, Shabaka?
Sort of racial minority communities is
he was
generational.
Black.
Their parents voted this way. Their grandparents voted this way. And
No,
for
he
many
was
people,
black.
they just didn't even question it. They just sort of thought.
He was a black native. He wasn't African. There was no Africans at that time, Shabaka. Yeah. There was no Africans at that time, Shabaka.
This is the color of my skin. This is my race. So this is how I vote. But the light bulb has gone on now for a lot of people. And we need to keep that chain reaction happening, where more and more people will wake up and see the truth about the Democratic Party, and that they don't really have the best interests of these groups at heart.
Yeah, and another theme was that basically all these people said that they didn't vote Republicans because they thought Republicans were racist.
Afro
And
True
then when they actually started looking
Part
at
of
the
my
policies
spelling.
and realizing, well, actually it's not racist, and they're not racist against me. And that was part of the awakening. And I think someone like you, who's openly gay, you know, Democrats expect you to just get in line and vote with them and not speak out about your.
Kwame has his own ideology, and this is why basically we all respect it, even though it's wrong. That's his ideology. I'm not gonna say it's right, but yo, I didn't tell y'all, I just got my Juneteenth. I just ordered my Juneteenth outfit. Like, yo, I got the Black American Heritage flag. Hold on. I'm doing So yeah, I'm gonna say this. He has his own ideology. Oh, my Black American Heritage outfit. My baby mama hit me up. My Black Heritage outfit. It's the Black American flag, and I got some red and black sweatpants, but they're like the summer joints, spring joints. So I'm super lit on that one. So yeah, I can't wait to get it. Then after this podcast, I'm gonna go get some sneakers, and I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna show y'all the sneakers. I'm like, yo, woo, 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 woo. I don't know if I want to wear them now or for the show, because now I'm starting, like, I wear 11 and a half, but I feel like my feet are getting bigger. Like these right here, these are 11 and a half. It's just, I don't know. They feel funny. Certain sneakers feel funny. I think it's because they're Jordans. But like, I'll show you another pair. Damn, I would bring up my grades, but these right here, these feel amazing, and they're 11 and a half. It's just, I don't know if it's the sneakers. I don't know if it's the sneakers. The style of the sneaker, or is it like my foot? You know, and also these right here, these is a 12. These are a 12, and these feel marvelous. No, I have wore 12s before, but they were like 15 years ago. It was like 15 years ago I wore some 12s, like size 12s. I don't know what it is, but yo, I got my outfit. Now I gotta go get some sneakers. I don't know if I should do a socks now, or should I go get some African American heritage socks, or foundational Black American socks. Yo, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be lit out here. I know that, but I'm thinking, should I get 3 outfits? One for that Thursday, one for that Friday, and one for that Saturday. I'm debating. I don't know. That means I'm gonna have to spend more money, you know? This is orange juice. But yeah, I'm lit about fucking Juneteenth. Yo, what are y'all doing for Juneteenth? Yo, let me know what y'all doing in the chat room for Juneteenth. I'm lit about it. Yo, there's some funny money shit going on with Juneteenth, but like, yo, hold on. The Seminoles were African and Native. How were they African when there wasn't really even Africans here until like the 1800s? I mean, was it the mid 1700s? Was it? Like those, John Horseman was fighting for like 30 years. It was never a slave. Hold on, give me a second, everyone. But let's watch this. And
your political views now that you've changed. I mean, you were a Hillary Clinton supporter. You voted for Hillary Clinton. And today, now you are a full-blown Trump supporter, and you are advocating for the Republican platform.
That's right. I absolutely am. And believe me, I catch a lot of flack for it. And that's a really nice word to use, and particularly from within my own community. And I think that's what's maybe more disappointing / infuriating than anything is that.
No, he don't.
It's bad enough, I think.
He don't. Like, that war was in the 1800s, but there wasn't Africans. Africans was enslaved. They were basically in Virginia at the time. That was the first stop. Like Seminoles, those were all Indians. Florida, they were fighting. Like America was fighting over Florida at the time, but they were all natives. They were all native to that land. So where did Africans get involved? They didn't like, oh, yo, let's run over here and we know that, there's Indians over here. Africans didn't know shit about America at the time. Only way they would have end up in Florida is if they were taken over there. If they were taken to there. Is a scholar or Mike TV? I watch him a little bit. No, I watched Mike TV a little bit. His shit is very interesting, because he talks about the science and genetics of Black Americans. Genealogy. Yeah, he talks about the genealogy of Black Americans. Because people just be thinking that, oh yeah, we're black and somebody was messing with a white man or some shit. Like, no, niggas is mixed with Indians. We lived amongst natives. The native reds. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, yo, we lived amongst each other. Why you think there were so many tribes? You think all those tribes look the same? No, some of them were African. And don't forget, Africans were doing import and export with natives. Some left, some came, some stayed. You got to look at that. And also, you got to think about the Moors. The Moors got busy everywhere. The Moors were so higher class than everybody that white people were selling their kids to them more because they were the higher class of people. They were selling their daughters to them. Yeah, the Moors. That's why when you go to Spain, some of those people can stay in the sun and don't get burned because they got Moorish blood or black blood. Some, not all, no. Some of them, you could tell like, yo, was your mother fucking the mailman or something? You be on some shit like that. You don't even listen to those. Plenty Black Scholars. I listen to John Henry Clark. You listen to John Henry Clark? I'm surprised. Dr. Youssef. Of course, you're gonna listen to him. But you don't listen to Claude Anderson? You don't listen to Francis, Miss Dr. Francis? Come on, Kwame. You gotta do better, man.
For the liberal media or the Democratic Party to sort of suggest or pressure different minority groups into the idea that you have to vote a Democrat because of who you are, because of your identity. But we're also doing it to ourselves. I mean, I probably catch the most pressure from within the LGBT community, being called a traitor, you know, being called a self-loathing gay man. I get told on a regular basis that I'm actively contributing.
Can you mention one thing the Democratic Party has done for the Black community?
I can't.
So, you know, as a poll shows, about 90% of Black Americans vote for Democrats. Why
Hey, Kwame, is that you?
do you think, you know, the Black vote has always been Democrat for so many decades now?
The Democratic Party has at least been visually more supporting of people that look.
Yeah, we checked our history and we found out we were already there on that land. Yes, we were already there on that land, Shabaka. There wasn't really red natives on that land like that. You could, let me tell you something. Anybody could draw a picture and say, "Oh yeah, this is the people that were there on the land." God forbid they did the shit to Jesus. They painted a picture of Caesar Borgia like this and said that was Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. And Caesar Borgia. Oh shit. Caesar Borgia was a rapist, incest, murderer. And they told everybody that was Jesus Christ because he had blonde hair, blue eyes.
Like us, even if like in policies and things behind closed doors, they might not be like 100%.
For the most part.
Those are bloodlines, Kwame. Those are bloodlines. Those aren't ethnic. Those aren't nationalities. Nationally, if they were born here in America, that's their nationality. Ethically, no. If I'm saying it right, I'm probably saying it wrong. Like their ethnic background, they're probably African. The Moors was an ethnic background because it was a bloodline. Not everybody could be a Moor. Everybody dark can be a Moor. You know? It's just, that's what it is. I don't know. I might not be a Moor. Jesus Christ wasn't no dick. Really, Kwame? This man's nuts.
Blacks seem to trust Democrats more. You know?
I don't know the facts, so I don't know how to answer the question. I feel like them have a better look on the Black community, I feel like, in a way. Like, Republicans really don't care about the Black community.
They appear like the Democrats, they appear to be more for us. Like she said, they're kind of demonstrating that, but it's almost like a face. Like, I can show you something like on this building, but behind closed doors, I might not actually be about that.
That is my history. I told you what my lineage was, right, Shabaka? I told you what my lineage was, right? I'm letting you know. These people are already here. Shabaka, if my great-great-great-grandmother was from Alaska, my grandmother's great-great-grandmother is from Alaska, then they were in Atlanta. What does that mean? That means black people were already here. There's a lot of people like me out here. Black Americans always had good hair. We always had good hair. I'm just being personally honest. We always had good hair. We always had that nice coil hair. We never had that type of problem with our hair. We had that type of problem when when it was affecting the working field. Oh yeah, you can't wear your hair like that. You got to wear your hair like this. You got to wear your hair like that. You had to put certain products in your hair so it could be Europeanized. Our hair always been nice, Shabaka. I don't know where you come up with this thing thinking our hair was like, bad. Black Americans always had good hair. Especially from the South.
It could just be to skew us to a certain side and have us be with them, and once we're into it, or once we vote for them, then it's like, okay, we got you. Thank you for our votes. So now we're gonna go do what we want to do anyways. You just
they do. We do ask them more because you know why? They were there. We asked our grandparents because they were there. What's going on, Del Monte? Change the subject on and get on. Yo, man, it's just Shabaka think everybody's African. And I had to explain to him, it's like, yo, we were already here. We've been on this land for a very, very long time. He don't believe in, like, people migrating over here. Because don't forget, yeah, we're all African. We all have African DNA, but you got to look at it. We went through an ethnogenesis because we have been everywhere. You don't think Africans were already in America? You don't think they were doing import and export with people? And we're finding, like, certain old African artifacts and black faces and stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I like y'all, man. Yo, it's like talking to a brick, but, at least I'm doing the impossible and talking to a brick. No. I'm technically actually really talking to a brick right now. And the brick is responding to me. I do the impossibles.
just didn't know.
I think at first we were all Republicans. And then I think over time it's been more swayed to us thinking that Democrats can do more for us or do more for the black community. So now more African Americans vote Democrat, and Obama was a Democrat too. So I think after that, of course, most African Americans think Democrats should be.
Homegirl over there getting lit, the little skinny girl right there. She act like motherfuckers didn't see her.
And of course, most African Americans think Democrats should be.
Do you know that Black Americans have been voting Democrats since the 1930s, when the Democrats were still very much pro-slavery, pro-segregation?
Yeah. What do you think that is, though? I don't even know. Like, I'd have to go back to, like, because I learned about it a little bit, like, in high school. Like, just how the parties, like, kind of shifted. But I'd have to read more on it to be able to, like, really, like, break it.
Well, technically, hold up. I got to answer this question, everybody, before we finish this. Well, Kwame, technically before, when Africans went to Britain, they did have an ethnogenesis. Then your people and Africans went to British, and y'all just never left. That's why there's no more black British people. There were black British there, though. They were from they are African descent, but there was an ethnogenesis. Because at that time, they were just fucking each other. They didn't have the laws like that were in America. Yeah. So there were some black British. Yeah, there was some black British back in the days. But the Jamaicans came over, the Africans came over, and, like, shit just got different. Shit just went left. How many sisters you know don't use that hot coal? But it's famous now because at the end of the day, it was because of the work field, Shabaka. I'm just answering some of your questions. We brought to America by slaves. No, not all of us. No, stop saying that. Not all of us. If you want to be part of that boat, you could be on that boat. But you're just a part of that 4%. That's it. You're just 4% of those people. Let's see. Hair is not good. Straight hair is received. Africans' hair is strong. No, our hair was better, man. Let me tell you why. First of all, we took care of our hair. Yes, we did. We had the braids and had the little braids and the dreads and stuff. But dreads can be invented by anybody. Like everybody had dreads, man. White people had dreads. Africans had dreads. Natives had dreads. Some had dreads. Africans had dreads too. Yeah, braids. We had braids. Everybody had braids. It was just like I said. We migrated. Africans migrated everywhere. But they've been using this shit. Like, you gotta understand, it's been a thing for thousands of years. This is why we say, oh yeah, when Africans be like, oh yeah, we created that food. How the fuck you create a okra and it grows from the ground? That shit sounds crazy. Oh yeah, we created okra. How the fuck you create okra? It grows from the ground naturally. I can go in my backyard and okra and somehow some type of vegetable would grow. Like, the shit sounds crazy when it comes out my mouth. He said gumbo was created by Native Americans. Oh shit. Okra is from West Africa. So it doesn't grow in America? Okra doesn't grow in America? See how it sounds crazy, Kwame? That's why I was talking to Shabaka. How is hair bad? Our hair was never bad. Black Americans' hair was never bad. We always took care of our hair. We took care of our hair better than white people did. We had to teach white people how to wash themselves. We were always clean. Back in the days, the Greeks didn't know you had to wash yourself after sex. That's why they had syphilis. They had all these fucking diseases and shit because they wasn't cleaning themselves after sex. You know? No, I lived on a farm. I lived on a farm with my great-granddaddy for 7 years. I lived in Alabama with red dirt roads and shit, yeah. So... bullshit ethnogenesis take thousands of years. Okay, why don't we look like Africans? How I could go to Africa right now and they know I'm not from Africa. How can they know that? I can just get off the boat. I can just get off the plane and look like this. They know I'm not from Africa. They'll be like, where are you from? Just like an African. You look at an African, you know that motherfucker is not from America. Or he's not a black American. This is why people are getting called out now because we telling everybody that they were black, and that's our fault. We fucked up. Because now you got people like Kwame that'll steal all these black inventions and say Africans did it. And Mbutu with the 3 goats made electricity. He was the creator of electricity. Mbutu, you know, is... How can I talk to you? Oh, what you wanna what, go live or something? Let me know, Delmonte. Just let me know. Pro Africans Americans had just like genetic mutations on. Who mutated in Africa? Y'all damn near look the same. Only thing that separates most of y'all is tribes. That's it. Different tribes. Like, you go to East Africa, you could tell those people are not from West Africa, yes. It is what it is. You could see the difference between West Africa and South Africa. We could tell the difference from North Africa. North Africa is the Arabs and whites. I'll give you my email. Definitely you can email me. I gotta put my email again. Hold on, give me a second. I was supposed to do that too, my fault. And all y'all can email me and everything. Definitely email me and like, yo. I just hope y'all better have y'all Juneteenth outfits. Y'all better be lit out here. Y'all better have them Black American 1967 flags. You better have the Juneteenth flags. The Black American flag. Yo, y'all better have all of that. Even if y'all fuck with Tariq Nasheed, y'all better have that flag too. You know? Is it? I mean, sickle cell is genetic mutated. Malaria, only Africans develop that. No other race does. But you gotta also look at it too. It's not clickable. Oh shit, it's not? Give me a second. Alright, if anything, just highlight it. You can highlight it. It's just I am emotional. That's all. Yeah, you can highlight it. But we don't got nappy hair. We got coil hair. Like in Africa, they got those corn pepper hairs. We don't have that type of hair out here. We have coil hair. You could tell the difference between an African hair and a Black American's hair. Like if I grow my hair out, my hair will be coil and curly. That's just how my hair is. Let's see. Let me do another one. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, all right, I'm gonna put it in the description, my email address. All right.
Get down, but yeah.
I think a lot of it has to deal with the education portion. I think a lot of young people, we don't really get educated on politics. They don't really teach that in schools. So you kind of just go off of whatever your parents have been doing. So you think generation after generation is always Democratic. Well, that's because your parents were Democrats. You're going to be a Democrat. You're going to have children. They're going to be Democrats because we've always been Democratic. So unless you actually take time to kind of search into it and research yourself, that's the only way it's going to change. But we're not just doing that. It's not really being taught in our community, at least. So
Can you mention one thing the Democratic Party has done for the Black community?
I can't.
No, I could do it. I could do it through Streamlab.
To do a little bit more
I
research.
found a way
on
how
it
to do it through Streamlab,
because
Kwame. Give me a second.
I haven't really heard too much as far as the policies.
Yeah.
So
I haven't dug as much into it as I feel like I've wanted to.
Obamacare.
She said Obamacare.
I don't know what else to. That's all I know Obamacare for right now.
She don't know Obamacare's for everybody. Yeah. Yo, Del Monte, give me a second. I'm gonna put it in my
I really don't have good political views because I don't believe strongly in politics.
Well, so do you think Black Americans should be a bit more critical when it comes to who they vote for? Because I know we already established the fact that there's a bit of societal pressure when it comes to identifying as, one political party over the other. Do you think there should be more criticism when it comes to who you decide to vote for, especially in the Black community?
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah, 100%.
Or when it comes to
I mean, with anything in life, it's your life. You should definitely take initiative because what may work for me may not work for you. So, and what may work for me may not work for us as far as the Black community. So you have to think like I'm not the only person here. There's other families, there's other things going on. So I want to make sure this works for everyone, not just myself. That's kind of selfish. So, I think, yeah, for sure you should get involved because your parents are gonna pass, your grandparents are gonna pass, and we're gonna be the only ones here. I also think that we probably should not only just get involved as far as the research, but maybe even start incorporating that into schools so people themselves might even want to be a politician.
They're pretty right about that one. All right, let's land from this topic. Let's go on to the next one. I'm going to say this. I'm going to land from this topic. The Democrats haven't given us nothing. Didn't give us one motherfucking thing. Nothing to, give me a second. Nothing to say like, yo, you know what? They're helping us. They're doing this for us. They're doing that for us. You know, they're not doing actually technically anything for us. They haven't done anything for us. You know? And like even listening to Kwame say he would vote as Democrat, yeah, because it benefits you, because don't forget, it helps your people. It really doesn't help Black Americans. It has never helped Black Americans. You know? And this is what we've been complaining about forever. We've been complaining about, oh, yo, why aren't the Democrats ain't doing anything? Why the Democrats aren't doing that for us? You know? So now we're saying like, yo, fuck it. You know what? We're not voting for these people no more. We're not doing this for them no more. We're not doing that. And they undermined us and said like, yo, we don't need you. We have this. We have that. We got this party. Just undermining us and kept on them and undermining us. But it was all right. You know why? Because they're failing now. So now they don't know how failing feels like. They getting a taste of their own medicine. So I'm just gonna land there with it. So we're gonna get on to the last question. We're gonna do this for an hour and a half. This last question: Are immigrants the new house slave in America? And when I mean the house slave, you know, back in the days, people be like, "Yo, yeah, we about to run away. Fuck this! I'm about to run with my other crew over here. We got a crew over here. You get the bitch ass motherfucker who's a house slave." Go in there and talk about, well, master, these people about to run away. Terry and them boys about to run away. How we gonna catch them? Just set us up, put us in a predicament where like, yo, we getting our ass whooped by these racist old devils and stuff at those times? Yeah. Are these immigrants the new slaves? Because I have dealt with them. Already. Talk about, yo, you need to fire him. You need to get him out of here because you know what? He's doing wrong. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just looking for this email joint. Is this it right here? Oh, okay, I got it. All right, so give me a second. I just did the email joint. All right, Del Monte. So if you go under to my my profile, click more, and click view email address, and you could click through there. No, y'all didn't. Y'all didn't fight slaves. Because y'all still getting colonized now. So it's the king of England could come over there to your country and disrespect y'all and y'all won't do anything. It's his country. Who the hell is Tyson Beckford? You don't know who Tyson Beckford is? Shabaka, he's from New York. What has he done to help? Shabaka, he's from New York. Kwame, is he serious? This is he's from Kwame's his father's from Kwame's country. Kwame, can the King of England go to your country and start slapping people and nothing will happen to him? Can he do that? Just as he sent the Indians over there, just as he sent the Chinaman over there? Can he do that? I'm asking you a question, Kwame. Can he just go to your country and start slapping everybody and nothing won't happen? Shabaka, Tyson Bedford's from New York. I think he's from, is he from Harlem? Or I think he's from Brooklyn. He's Jamaican and I think he's like Chinese. He was the first black lead as a model. He made history. He's the reason why a lot of black people got modeling deals. Yes. There used to be just a few. Remember back in the day, there was Naomi Campbell having a hard time with Tyra Banks? Yes. But Tyson Bedford broke the barrier so they could say, you know what, there'll be more black leads and more black models. Yeah. You don't know Tyson Bedford? Jesus Christ. How you from You sure you're from New York, Shabaka? You did not know who Tyson Bedford was, Shabaka. I hope you're just joking with me. You pulling my leg. What can you do without the white man's money? But Shabaka, don't you live under the white man system too? Oh, he's from the Bronx, see? Oh, he's from dirty ass Bronx. Bronx is dirty, nigga. Yo, Kwame, you and your boys from Queens should go to the Bronx and clean it up. It's dirty over there. I'm sorry, I like the women in the Bronx, but yo, y'all shit is dirty over there. It is too fucking dirty over there. It should not be that fucking dirty that it looks like fucking. I'd rather live in Gaza than the Bronx. That's how it looks like it right now, my nigga. I'm sorry, but yo, Bronx, I love y'all in the Bronx. You know, y'all be having that good not Chinese. Y'all be having that good Spanish food and the Trinidadian food too. I think y'all got some Jamaican spots out there. And yo, do they got some good spots in the Bronx, like West Indian spots in the Bronx? I don't remember seeing anything in the Bronx with West Indian food. I only see bodegas and shit. So yeah, them niggas is dirty out there, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know what you talking about in the email. No, that's my email address. I went through it and can't figure it out. All right, I'm gonna walk you through it. All right, everybody, give me a second. All right. All right, go to my profile. On the bottom, you're gonna see more. You click more. It's gonna have info. It's gonna say link, more infos. The link is for all my information from Pornhub, because I do reaction videos for Pornhub. I do X. I think I got a Facebook on there. I got a few things. On the bottom, the second bottom, there's going to be like a little oval thing. It says view email address. Click that. And it's going to be with the email address. You know? Nah, those are all Caribbeans. Those are all Caribbeans, Kwame. Yeah, those are all Caribbeans. I like Bronx. I love Bronx women. You know, it's diverse out there, but it's just dirty. Y'all niggas need to clean that shit up. It don't need to be that fucking dirty. Nah, the Bronx guy. They used to be a lot of Bronx people. I mean, Jamaicans in the Bronx, Kwame. Yeah, they used to. I like the Bronx. It's just dirty. You just need to clean it up. You're making it seem like I'm saying like, yo, they need to fucking blow this shit up and start over. No, I like Bronx the way it is. I'm from the project, so you know that's like home. I like the Bronx, even though I like Marcy better, Brooklyn better. But it's just hell no. Africans are all waking up. No, y'all not waking. Let me tell y'all what. Let me tell you. I'm gonna predict what's gonna happen to Abraham. Abraham's gonna get shit popping. Africans is gonna get scared and let this nigga lose. My profile. I can't even get it. I'm about if I get it. You get it right. It's just I am and put a Rosalind without the comma on top. I forgot what that shit is up on top. Just put I'm gonna read it out. I am OROSHALIN @gmail.com. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to Abraham. He's gonna ride out for his people, and his people gonna turn on him. Africans do it all the time. They did it to Philae. They did it to Gaddafi. They did it to Mandela. Yeah, y'all. This is what they do. That's how Africans are. Cool Hercs just had landed an $8 million deal for. He's just gonna smoke that shit away. We already know fucking Cool Herc is gonna do. Hip Hop Museum. Yeah, Museum of fucking Lies. The fuck? We already know that he is not the founder of hip hop. There was way too many people before him. The blueprint started technically in South Carolina. It's just evolved more in New York. New York just got it popping. That's what we're just saying. New York got it popping in New York. I mean, New York got hip hop popping. Like, Caribbeans and Latinos contribute a lot to make hip hop the way it is. But they didn't create anything. You know? FBA's got rid of. You know, Minister Louis Farrakhan was a Caribbean. Was Caribbean, right? Yeah, he was Caribbean. Yeah, he was Caribbean, Kwame. So did y'all get rid of him? I didn't get it yet. I just got Kwame's from like an hour ago. I just didn't look at it. My fault, Kwame. So yours must be coming in right now. This is what I'm gonna do. Give me a second. Give me a second, everyone. I'm sorry. I am Rosalind. All right, check the description. Reload this page and look on the bottom of the description. You'll see my email. All set. Black in America owns nothing. You keep separating us from our Africanness. Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, what did we get from Africa? Shabaka, what did we get from Africa since you want to keep on talking about it? Because we're on the topic now, right, Kwame? What did we get from Africa? Elijah Muhammad. Well, Minister Louis Farrakhan set the hit up. We can actually say that. The guy who shot Malcolm X, the guy who died, yeah, he was Caribbean. Kwame, he was Caribbean. He was from New Jersey. Your culture's from Africa. What is from Africa? What culture? What culture that we have is from out Africa? First of all, y'all Africans and Caribbeans was just saying not even 10 years ago that black people don't have no fucking culture. Now once we start naming our culture, y'all talk about check, y'all did it. Are y'all fucking high? Y'all high off that y'all high off that shit, man. Gumbo did not come from Africa. So vegetables came from Africa? That shit sounds crazy, Kwame. What has hip hop done for? I didn't ask you that question. I said what came from Africa? You saying that we're trying to take our Africanness from Africa. What has came from Africa? Your people started this shit, Shabaka. Your African people started that shit. You didn't say shit to them. So I don't want to hear all this bullshit. Oh, you trying to separate. You trying to separate. Niggas don't want to hear that bullshit. And the reason why I'm saying that, because at the end of the day, you did not say them Africans, and you didn't say shit to Africans when they were disrespecting black people. You wasn't saying shit when they were calling us Akatas, or Jafars, or savages, or lazy, or crackheads, or drug dealers, or thugs. So I don't want to hear this bullshit now that you talking, oh, you trying to separate us. Separating them for what? They ain't got shit we want, nigga. Come on, Shabaka. We really gotta do this? You doing this on purpose now, Shabaka. I know you are. Everybody, I want y'all to pay attention. Shabaka's doing this shit on purpose. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. What? What traditions? What tradition? There ain't no motherfucking traditions. Oh, I don't got the collab thing right now. Matter of fact, hey, yo, everybody, we about to try something real fast. Yo, Kwame, everybody, we're about to try something, all right? So give me a second. So if this works, we're gonna sit. Yo, we're gonna get busy. Hold on, everybody. Sorry. Oh man. All right, go on, Del Monte. See if it works. Hoodoo's not African culture. It's voodoo. Voodoo is African culture. Hoodoo's totally different. Hoodoo and voodoo's different. Yes. It's similar, but it's not the same. You're African to niggas are mixed up. Africans in America. You are African. We are African. Brainwash. No, let me tell you something. You need to say that to your Africans. You need to tell Africans that we're Africans. Don't tell us. We was saying that we was African years ago. Now all of a sudden, oh, you African. You African. Now we don't hear that bullshit now when y'all started separating us. We didn't hear Shabaka say anything like, oh, yo, they're African. They're African. They're one of us. They're our brothers. Oh, shit, Kwame's clowning. See that? Kwame's from a different country, and we didn't hear you say anything yet. Hey, yo, DeMonte, did it work? So I'm trying something with Del Monte, one of the audience. I'm seeing if it worked. All right, that's good. Oh, it didn't work. All right, I'm going to try one more time. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to send you another one, and if it works, we'll see. All right, try this one. Share cam sources. I know I might have to get it. We're going to see if this works now. If this works, yo, we're in the game, everyone. Yeah. Let's see how this video joint goes. Hey, Del Monte, let us know if it works. I mean, if you tried it. But yeah, Shabaka, we don't want to hear that shit, man. You know what, y'all? Your African brethrens, they turned into house niggas. They turned into house niggas. They were the ones talking about, oh, don't mess with them niggas. Them niggas is lazy. My cousin Mbutu, he'll do it for half of what he's making. My brother Redfoot or Big Head, he'll do it for a quarter of what he's making. Yeah, yo. You don't think the word African is made up? You talking that crazy, yo, you talking the good shit, Shabaka, but the word African is made up. You know that, right? It was a white man who created the word African. But you still call yourself African, right? You still call yourself African, right? Yo, Shabaka, you're wilding out here, man. Shabaka, you're wilding out here, man. And yo, Shabaka, you out here calling yourself African and the white man made that? And you talk about my culture? At least we made the word foundational Black American. You know? Let's see if this collab worked. All right, yo, Kwame, I'm going to send you the same thing too, all right? Give me a second. I'm going to send it to Kwame too. All right, Kwame, I sent you something. Try it, all right? And then everybody, we're going crazy if we see Kwame up here. If we see Kwame up here, yo, it's a wrap. The live's going to go crazy. Uh-oh. Hey, Kwame, I sent you something. Yo, try to join. And yo, Shabaka, get my email. We're gonna send you it too if it works. Where have you seen anyone flying that stupid ass flag? Red, black, and green. Kwame flies that flag all the time. The red, black, and green flag, the Pan-African flag. Take that shit down. We will never stop fighting for Africa. Yeah, you fight for Africa. You know that red, black, and green flag is Pan-African, right? Our flag. Oh, our African. Oh, my fault. My fault. You're right. You wrote something different. Hey, yo, Kwame, did it work? Oh, I see you. I see you. Hold on, everyone. Hey, what's going on, Del Monte? You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you, homie. How's everything?
All right.
Okay. I see you.
Your video was frozen.
Oh, it's froze? All right, give me a second.
Yeah,